Here are the links to the material that I used in this video. That grass right there is like $7. This ghillie jute right here is $19. And the last thing is the shell of the ghillie, which was 49 bucks. You can do this less for 100 bucks.
Hey guys, I'm working on a little DIY project. It's a top to a ghillie suit. I use an asset leafy suit. It's pretty good. I do a lot of ground hunting, so, and a lot of traditional archery, recurves, whatnot. I like to hunt off the ground. Don't really like to get up in the trees that much, especially at my age. So I do a lot of ground hunting, and the asset leafy suit is pretty good, but I'm working on a top that's going to go to that. I just started it. What this is, you can get it off Amazon. I'll link the description. It's really thin, really light, but this is Rajit grass and jute. So just working on a top that's going to kind of break me up a little more than the assets. I can wear this over the top of the asset leafy suit, and this is pretty easy, but wanted to show you guys the progress as we go here. I just started it, just got the bottom half done, and we're going to work on it over the next couple of weeks and hopefully get this thing completed before bow season so we can do some ground hunting. I've always done pretty good ground hunting, and I think this is just going to up the game a little bit. But you can see here, I just started this. And the way that I do this, you got jute twine right here, and this basically like craft palm leaf grass that you tie in. You see, you want the longer grasses here at the bottom kind of dragging. But we're working towards, we've got that first layer here. This is kind of an open back suit. So on the sleeves here, you don't really want all that grass hanging down into your arms. So we're probably going to go with mostly jute, a little bit of grass mixed in, a lot shorter here. The longer grass you want on the back of the head, because you really don't want that stuff hanging down in your face and on your arms. But I've just pretty much started, and the way that I do this, you take some jute thread right there. And it's pretty simple. It's just time consuming. We want some longer grass right here because this is the top of the shoulder. All I do is just do an overhand knot. Bam. Make sure it's good and tightened in there. Bam. That's it. Same thing on the grass here. Get your grass lined out there the way you want it. Put it under the loop there. This thing has these loops all over it. Vertical end where you can shove brush in and whatever's natural. And we're going to do some more to camouflage this thing. We're probably going to take it to the river. Get it in the mud, dunk it so it discolors this grass, and then you can put in, same thing there, overhand knot, and do another one just so it'll hold. There it is. That's that. And you really don't want to go too thick and make this thing too heavy. So I'm doing like 2 things of jute, 2 things of this Rajit grass. I hope I'm saying that right. It's just basically like craft ribbon that you can buy off Amazon. You can buy this ghillie jute thread too off Amazon, but I wouldn't get the real dark stuff. You want lighter stuff. Get a little more grass because this is the top of the shoulder, and you kind of want this grass to hang down, but you don't want it hanging so far it's going to restrict, get all in your bowstring and stuff. Line it up like that, and the easiest way that I've found to take it is to loop it under, catch it like that, like tying fishing line. Make your knot, catch it there. This is the first one I've ever done, so if this doesn't turn out, I'll let you guys know. But that's the top of the shoulder. There's the back of the head. I haven't done any of that, and this is just the shoulder. So this basically just covers your head, your shoulders, and that's it. But you really don't need the back part because you're going to have all this grass hanging down. And it should be pretty lightweight because this stuff is not very heavy. And breathable because I got the one with the mesh and it's really light. I like it because the shoulders, you can tighten everything up on the shoulders and arms there. And that's what I was saying. You really don't want the grass too much down here because you don't want it all in your way. You just kind of want it hanging over the shoulders where you still have some movement and you're not getting that grass all tied in your bowstring or whatever else you're using if you're rattling. I think this is going to be excellent for rattling, pistol hunting, anything like that you're going to do. But this is all shoulder area, so I'm going to really tie some grass in here. You don't have to be super handy because it's just overhand knots. That's it. Get your grass right there. And you don't want to fill these completely up because you might have some cedar or native grass. Whatever spot you're hunting, you can just weave some of that in real quick. There we go. Coming right along. We're headed down the shoulder here, so I'm going to keep putting long grass in here and jute. This jute twine, that's all it is jute twine. You can buy different colors of it, but like I said, the lighter you go, probably the better, because you're going to put it in mud and stuff like that to finish camouflaging it. You want it to get some of that stain from just the natural mud or whatever you use to stain it. That's what I'm going to use. I'm going to roll it around in the river. And stain it all up, or a tank or something. That's it. Coming right down. And I'm not going to insult your intelligence and show you me tying this thing the whole time, because this is it. Just be smart about it. Make sure that you leave yourself some room down here on your arms, because you don't want all that stuff hanging all over your arms. There's nothing hard about this. Like a craft project. And you don't want it too thick because you want it breathable and lightweight. So you put it in your pack, roll it up, get a bag for it, and just roll it up in there. But I'll post a link to this this grass, this jute thread here on the video. I got all this stuff on Amazon, including the little cover here. I want to say it was 46 bucks. So I'm thinking you can probably do this thing for under $100 and have some excellent camouflage. Might not even need the ASAT with this. But the ASAT's so thin you could wear your leafy suit as a base layer and still put this over the top of it and have your whole outline broken up on your head. Pretty easy. almost done with the high shoulder here. I've already finished the back, the very back of the suit, where it's going to hang down. There's nothing hard about this, guys. I think anyone could do this. My daughter could put this together. So when you mix all this stuff up and flop it down, it looks pretty good. You can see the back of the suit there coming up onto the head where I've started a little bit there, onto the shoulder there. Where it's going to get tricky, I think, is right here on the arms. You don't want much grass, probably just the top part, and this will probably all be just jute down here, but you want that grass kind of covering it up to break it up. So I think on the lower part of the arm here, I really don't want it hanging down into my arms too much. So to make this stuff stretch further, I'm going to double it up. Instead of just tying at the top, I'm going to tie it right in the middle there. There we go. Like this, because I really don't want that stuff hanging way down into my arms. Same thing here. Get it about halfway. Measure it out. There we go. Overhand knot. Overhand knot. There we go. Because once we get up here, we will put a little grass in so it hangs down and covers some of this. But like I said, the key is to keep this stuff out of your arms. I like this one color that I got off Amazon because it has some lights and darks in it. And like I said, that mud is going to stain this stuff, and hopefully some of that light will stay, some of the dark. You've got the light of the grass, and in my opinion, from what I've did hunting, man, that grass, just native grass, is some of the best camouflage for deer, pigs, whatever you're going to be hunting. Got some of the other thread in there. Make sure you don't do that. You don't want to tie your stuff up out of the way. Get that stuff separate. Wrap. Wrap. Suck it down really tight, guys. That little deal right there is just about done. You don't want too much. I kind of spread it out like that. So we're going to do one more there. I've been doing 4 per deal. You don't want this thing where it's not breathable and it's going to be hot, because it gets hot here in Texas. Might be fine for up north or something like that, but fortunately everyone knows in the summer how hot it gets here in Texas. I don't have to tell you all. But 4 per deal. We're going to go all the way up. We're going to start blending grass in right up here. This is the shoulder area. This is the arm area. Alright guys, you can really see this thing starting to build up now, this jute. When we get closer to the top up here on the shoulder area, we're going to add in some of the rejeat grass, kind of like we did on the back there, where it hangs down into this. But really thin, not hot at all. It's super hot out here today, and I'm fine with this setting on me, but it's starting to build up. You can see there. I went kind of thick down here with the jute. Like I said, I'm gonna spread out the grass up in here a little more, but I really don't want a bunch of this stuff hanging down, so pretty thick right there with jute. It's gonna thin out up here, kind of like we did up here in the top, just to make it lighter. Now you guys can see as we come up the shoulders here, we're really thinning it out. because we want to be able to breathe up here and be breathable and light. We thickened it up down at the bottom. Now we're thinning out as the shoulders come on, but we're also tying in some of this Majik grass, so it's not too long. You can see it just reaches the bottom once you start tying it in up here. But it gives it a super natural look, and once we stain this stuff, it's really going to be a game changer, I think. But we're starting up the shoulders now. Once we get up here, get more grass in. Arm and shoulder completed. We might have to trim a little, but you can see for the most part, once this lays down, what it's going to look like. And it's nice and lightweight. I love it. It's going to be really good for traditional bow hunting, hunting with a recurve like I do. You have to get pretty close. So, very happy with the way this thing's coming out. It takes a little bit of time, but it's not hard. Alright guys, a little update on the suit here. We are through with one shoulder. We're almost through with this shoulder. Just the same way that I told you I was tying the jute and Majik grass in there. This is the last part of the other shoulder. Still got the head to do here and the back. I'm going to make it a little bit longer across. This is the back of the head, the back of the head and the neck. We're going to make it a little bit longer there and a little longer here, and then get it short up here so it's nice and cool up by the top of the head, sides of the head. You don't want all that stuff hanging in your face. But this is where it's at so far. There's the other sleeve since I finished it. That is pretty legit. Really excited. But this is the last of this sleeve. It's been a little bit of a process. Little arts and crafts here. As we finish the shoulders, they're completely done. We're coming to the final part of this, which is the head. You don't want it real thick around the front end here where your face is going to be, so you want to kind of tie it up short. Keep it long in the back where it drapes down and blends into that. But when you get up around the head, neck area, all around in here, you're really going to want to lighten it up. This thing is not heavy at all. Super lightweight, super breathable. Very happy so far. This is the stuff that I ordered off Amazon, the Majik grass. Right here. I'll link everything I use because I got it all off Amazon. And this is a jute thread right here. It just comes in a big, got my work pants in the way. It comes in a big package of this stuff, this jute thread right here. But that's all it is. Anyway, we're going to get started on the head part here and see if we can finish this little project up. What you guys can see here, I'm finally done tying everything on. Alright, there's the hood. Here's the sleeves. Super lightweight. This thing probably weighs less than 2 pounds. With this mesh, it's super breathable right there. All this is that raffia grass and jute tied in. I'm going to link everything in the description that I used to make this. I think this is going to be a game changer ghillie suit for bow hunting, pistol hunting, off the ground. And it's just basically the top. That's all you need. It goes clear down the back there, as you can see. I've got one more deal that I'm going to do. I'm going to take this thing to some tank or river water and just get some dirt in it, kind of break this color up, make it a little more natural looking. But other than that, it's done. Love the way it folds up. And you can do this for way less than $100. Something like that would probably cost you, if you had to get someone to make that, probably $200, $300 if you had to buy it. This is the hood here. You can see. So all you do to fold it up, just fold it inside out, roll it up. Same thing with the sleeves here. These sleeves have deals where you can catch everything and fold it inside. You can see there. Same thing over here. They come with this deal where you can fold everything up and just tuck it inside, which is really cool. And when you get it tucked, you can reverse it like this, tuck everything into the hood here. This is so you can pack it down. Pack all your grass in the hood, fold it over there, and it's all contained. It has two straps. You can see the strap right here that comes with it to buckle in the front. And you could fold it even tighter than that. But like I say, this thing weighs less than 2 pounds. So everything's folded and protected on the inside there for when you want to roll it out. Get you another strap and you can really pack this stuff down tight and just stick it in your pack.
So we're gonna go do the final step on this ghillie suit. We're gonna find a nasty, dirty pond like this one right in front of me. We're gonna go get in some mud. Dirty this thing up, get it all stained. Should be good to go. Alright guys, here it is drying out. You can see it looks a lot better. Everything's stained from that muddy water. We got it drying out here. The jute looks a lot better. We'll brush it out kind of as it dries out here, and everything is looking much better. This is where the rubber meets the road, so to speak. We've got this ghillie on. Super hot out here. It's probably 100 plus. Fixing to shoot my bow with it and see how it does. It's super lightweight, doesn't bother me at all. I've got a little hat under here. As you can see right there, kind of keeps some of the stuff out of the way. In the bow season, you're going to have long sleeves on and probably gloves just like this. So I'm going to shoot it just like this, just like we would if we were out hunting. The main thing to take away from this is you don't want it interfering with the shot. So this ghillie is pretty neat. It has drawstrings right here on the arms, and you can tuck whatever you want out of the way. If you're bow hunting, that's what you're going to have to watch right under there. All that stuff. So we're going to actually shoot it and see how it does. Super impressed with this thing. Super lightweight, easy to carry. The whole thing weighs probably less than 2 pounds. So I think it's going to be a game changer for bow hunting. You're not even going to need an asset suit with this, because I'm going to make one for my tripod that's going to kind of be shielding me anyway. I think this thing is going to be legit. I'm going to shoot the bow real quick, see how it does with it, and I'll get some shots of me shooting it. Main thing to take with bow hunting is you don't want stuff getting in your bowstring, especially with a recurve like this. This is the chair I hunt out of, so I'm going to be positioned just like this. My recurve. Alright, we'll take a couple of shots right here and just see how it does. shot. Let's shoot another one. Yeah, that'll work. You see the target down there? This thing seems really thick, like it would be hot, but it's just not. It's super breathable. I can feel the wind blowing through right here. I'm in shorts and a t-shirt. Like I said, it's super hot out here right now. Humid, no problems. But what you really want to do is make sure this stuff is out of your way when you go to shoot. Shoot a shot real quick together. Just like we're sitting in the stand, because this is how I hunt. Out of a chair just like this and some brush. And we'll see how it does. You can see my whole chest is clear. You're going to be wearing a long sleeve camo shirt under here, camo pants, and like I said, that tripod is going to be camouflaged, and it'll probably be off to one side of me when I'm trying to film there. So it'll help hide quite a bit. But I'm going to go for the middle dot, guys. We're about 15 yards here, give or take, 12 to 15. You really want to make sure you don't have anything in the way of your sleeve. I didn't have that tucked in there, so that's going to present a problem with your shot. But if you're mindful, here we go, dead center. That's a dead deer every time. What I like to do is I like to practice like I'm going to hunt. So at some point I'm going to get whatever undergarments I'm wearing under this. I'm just practicing with the ghillie right now. Watch this stuff. Get in your way if you let it. But as long as you're mindful, because you're going to be still sitting there hunting, you're not going to have any issues. So if I was sitting here hunting just like this, I'd be super still, not move. And then when the deer came in, I'm going to go for that bottom right circle this time. There's a good breeze today, so it's like this thing's like wearing nothing. You know, it's blowing right through the grass and the jute thread, so it's like wearing nothing at all. Get all this out of your way. I'm gonna go for the right circle again, guys. Yeah, I'd say that'll work. All day, every day. Pull the hood back just like this, get it out of your way if you need to. I don't see any reason to. Probably going to have some face paint just to darken up my white face. Because I cannot stand wearing netting over my face when I'm trying to shoot trad. It's always been a problem with leafy suits. Just rub a little bit of actually, you can burn a wine cork if it's real cork, and then you can rub that black on your face to just break it up. And that's all you need. You don't have to buy any special face paint or anything else. A real cork, burn the ends, wipe all that soot on there, you're good to go. Just like we were sitting here waiting on a deer, I'm going to go for that bottom right circle. Shooting a little bit left, but not much. I'm going to practice with this thing all summer long. And get to where it's just second nature. Having everything out of the way, making sure you make a good shot. You can see on the inside of the sleeve there's nothing in your way. It's all on the outside of the sleeve there. As long as you pull it up, tuck it up in there, you're going to be fine. Like I said, I'm going to wear long sleeve camouflage and probably have a tripod camouflaged out in front of me for a camera so you guys can see what's going on. But I hadn't shot since the javelina hunt, and I'm still just right on with this recurve here. 12, that's probably 12 yards. I'll step it off for y'all. I was close. It's 13 yards. Most of the bow hunting I do, what I like to do with this recurve is 15 and in. 15 I consider pretty much outside what I'm wanting to do. So I like to keep them 15 and in if I can. 20 would be a long shot for me with this bow. It's doable. I can shoot it back to 40, 50 yards, but real woodsmanship is getting close and getting as close as you possibly can, and that's where this is going to come in and help you. It's just going to help with movement and everything else. I'll shoot it one more time and let you guys see how little movement from behind or from the side you're going to see. Go for that bottom right circle again. A little low. We get the job done. Need some practice. That's what we're out here doing. Always like to see if you guys can hear me. I love this thing. It smells just like a pond after sticking it in that pond. It smells like dirty pond water, which is perfect. Gives you a little extra added cover scent there. I'm going to go for that bottom right circle. Let's end it on a good one, guys. There we go. That'll work. That's good enough to end it. Right at the top of the white circle. Actually, it's in the white circle. It's just angled up. The inside, where you put your hands in the sleeves and the head. There's the outside. Super light. This thing is probably, it's less than 2 pounds. So I figured out a way to fold this thing up. Just grab your grass, everything that's hanging low from the back. Roll it into the headpiece here. Fold this over. Just like that. Fold this over. Wrap it over. Buckle it. And that's it. It can go in your pack. I've got a pretty big pack. And it doesn't weigh anything. But like I said, I don't bring a whole lot of stuff out there with me hunting. This chair, a pack, which this can go in. You can mash this down really small too if you wanted to get a separate strap to just wrap it up and just throw this in the bottom of your pack. That's it. I think it's going to be good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it'll help you guys out with your hunting, and if you're doing any traditional or pistol hunting, you're going to want something like this, guaranteed. Anyway, till the next one, Killer be out.